a big win against a team we haven't beat since 2002, I believe, and 2 weeks ago we beat a team we hadn't beaten since 1999. So all in all, we're going the right direction. And I tell these guys, we're 5-3. We're in the hunt. We're 2-2 in the GLIAC North with just a North competition. We beat Grand Valley. We beat Michigan Tech. We lost to Hillsdale. We lost to Saginaw in a heartbreaker. But we're right there with the chance to be a dang good football team. And these two guys it's their second year here, and he's a redshirt freshman. Lamb played as a true freshman, so he's a sophomore. But future's bright. Our kids are fighting hard.
Coach, can you talk about the ability to pass the ball and how you were mixing that in early in the first half when you guys really got rolling? Do you feel like you had to be able to throw the ball against Michigan Tech to have success? And do you think you'd have this much success?
They showed it. Defensively, they showed a scheme that was more of a 5-man box, a 4-3 with a 2 shell. And then coming to the game, they had an extra linebacker in the box, so they played as a 6-man box. And so, we're number 1 rushing team in the GLIAC, and so that's pretty smart coaching by them. But we just had to adjust, and we came in the game with that plan, and we were going to throw it pretty effectively. And Jason's really growing in the passing game. It's been a process. We work on it every day, but he's a great runner, and we call him Tebow sometimes because Tebow had the same challenge as some of being a great runner and just kind of balancing up the pass, and he's done a great job. And we're 20 for 28, for 357 yards, so that's pretty impressive.
Question for Jason. Jason, did your confidence grow once you hit a couple of those long passes in the first half? It seemed like you were a little bit more comfortable as you started to make some of those passes.
Yeah, that definitely helps. One of the best things too is when receivers get yards after catch, you're going to throw the ball 5 yards, they get more yards. That really helps your confidence, just getting those quick, easy passes. But like Coach said, I struggled at the beginning of the season, a little too excited during the game and stuff, so just trying to calm down. And then also, I didn't really have pressure all night. The linemen did a great job today. The protection, when you give me time, somebody's got to be open. And they did a great job today. And that's definitely what helps.
This question for Jake. Can you talk about, Jake, it's a young receiving core. You guys have been growing along with the passing game. Can you talk about what was working for you guys today to be able to have so much success in getting open?
Well, it definitely starts up front with the big guys. They did a great job defending Jason and keeping the line off him tonight. And, we're young, but we have a really good mentality every day. When we come into practice at the beginning of the spring, we were labeled one of the weaker groups. And we took that kind of personal. We just want to show people what we can do. And we don't really think that we're young anymore because we got a lot of guys that have been playing as young guys. So we're starting to get into that veteran stage, and we're just going to come out and keep executing, and he's going to keep throwing good passes and getting the ball out to us, and we're just going to work with it.
If I could interject a little bit, Lamb's got a tough coach, man. I mean, he's got Coach McEwen is relentless on these guys, and as a fundamentalist, and Jason has a tough coach too. Coach Brady is after him, and these guys, every morning it's they're challenged. They're challenged every single day to be better in the passing game. And we work on that probably more than the run right now. And, it's showing. Their coaches have done a great job.
Along with throwing the ball up a little bit more in the first half, you also went for on 4th down. We're pretty aggressive in that. Can you talk about that? And were you trying to establish something by, kind of doing that a number of occasions?
I guess stupid competitors, right? That's who we are. So we're just going to compete, and we're not going to, we're what, 5 for 7 on 4th down conversion, so were they. So, we're just going to get after it. And one of them, I guess, was probably it counts as the botched punt is failed on 4th down. But other than that, we failed on one, but we got 5 of them. And, that's got to be our offensive mentality. We went into this game saying, okay, we got to score on every possession, right? And we talked about we're scoring on every possession. And, that was our mindset going to the game. I don't want to sound arrogant like we could do that, but we're that dynamic, and we got enough weapons that, we got to have that mindset. We got to have that mentality, and so giving it up on fourth down is a hard thing for us to do because we think we're still going to score in that possession.
Questions for Jason. You guys, the offense, no turnovers today. Can you talk about the importance of that and you guys having the big helpers?
That was huge, especially today, because we would have turned over the ball. I mean, that could change the game. The game was going back and forth the whole time, just both teams scoring. We definitely drilled it a lot more this week, holding on to the ball, catching the ball, tucking it. That was one of our main emphases, which was great because having no turnovers changed the game around a lot. That's what served us the past couple of weeks, so not having that really helped us.
And a question for both of you guys, to be able to end streaks against Grand Valley and Michigan Tech in the same season, is that encouraging to you that, you've been able to kind of get things going and maybe show some other programs around the conference that you guys have showed improvement?
Yeah, definitely. It's the start of a new era. They've been saying that a lot. It definitely helps with our class too, having a couple younger guys. We weren't around here when we were losing to Grand Valley all those times, so we don't know what that is. We just expect we're going to go in there and we're going to compete with anybody that we can. So, they're telling us, we haven't won since 2002 or whatever, but that was the first time we've been playing them. So it's any other competitor. We're just going to go out there and play like we play every game.